Most people spend their entire lives trying to change their circumstances while refusing to change the way they think. They wake up hoping life will be different, but they carry the same mindset into every single day. Then they wonder why nothing changes. The truth is simple. Your life follows your thinking. Before you ever win in public, you have to win in private. Before you conquer the world, you have to conquer the conversation happening inside your own mind every morning. Before you face competition, pressure, rejection, or uncertainty, you face yourself. That voice in your head will either push you forward or pull you backward. It will either remind you of your purpose or convince you to settle for less. It will either build confidence or feed fear. That is the first battle. And if you lose it before leaving your house, every other challenge becomes twice as difficult. Stop believing that your biggest enemy is the economy, your background, your family, your critics, or your circumstances. Your greatest opponent is the version of you that keeps accepting excuses. The version that says tomorrow. The version that says maybe I'm not good enough. The version that waits for perfect conditions before taking action. That version has stolen more dreams than failure ever could. Listen carefully. Nobody wakes up successful by accident. Nobody builds an extraordinary life while thinking ordinary thoughts every single day. Success begins the moment your mind refuses to surrender. It begins when you decide that every negative thought will be challenged before it becomes a belief. You cannot allow doubt to rent space in your mind while expecting confidence to lead your life. There will be days when nothing goes your way. People will overlook you. They will underestimate you. Some will laugh at your dreams because they cannot see what you see. That's their limitation, not yours. Your responsibility is not to convince everyone else. Your responsibility is to protect your vision. When everyone else is speaking fear, you must continue speaking faith into your future. When everyone else expects you to quit, you must expect yourself to rise. Understand this, your thoughts are seeds. Every thought you plant eventually produces something. Plant fear long enough and you'll harvest hesitation. Plant excuses long enough and you'll harvest regret. Plant discipline, belief, courage, and relentless determination, and eventually you'll harvest results that people call impossible. Your future is growing from the thoughts you water every single day. The world is full of distractions designed to steal your focus. Social media will tell you that you're behind. Negative people will tell you your dreams are unrealistic. Failure will whisper that you're not capable. Comfort will invite you to stay exactly where you are. But winners understand something different. They know focus is a decision. They refuse to allow outside noise to become an inside voice. You don't need everyone to believe in you. You need you to believe in you. That belief has to become so strong that rejection cannot break it, criticism cannot shake it, failure cannot destroy it, and success cannot make you arrogant. Real confidence is built by keeping promises to yourself. Every time you say you're going to wake up early and you do it, confidence grows. Every time you choose discipline over excuses, confidence grows. Every time you refuse to quit after getting knocked down, confidence grows. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you build through repeated action. Too many people spend years fighting the wrong battles. They're trying to prove themselves to people who already made up their minds. They're trying to impress strangers while disappointing the person staring back at them in the mirror. Stop wasting energy on battles that don't matter. Fight for your purpose. Fight for your future. Fight for the life you know you're capable of creating. Remember this, pressure doesn't create your character, it reveals it. When life gets difficult, your mindset is exposed. If you've trained your mind to stay calm, focused, and determined, pressure becomes fuel. If you've trained your mind to panic, complain, and blame others, pressure becomes your prison. That's why mental preparation matters more than temporary motivation. Motivation may get you started, but a trained mind keeps you moving when the excitement disappears. Every champion has moments when fear shows up. The difference is they don't let fear make decisions. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the refusal to let fear control your destiny. You can feel uncertain and still move forward. You can feel exhausted and still refuse to quit. You can face impossible odds and still believe that your best days are ahead. The battle inside your mind never completely ends. Every new level demands a stronger mindset. Every bigger dream requires greater discipline. Every larger opportunity demands more responsibility. Growth isn't about reaching a place where life becomes easy. Growth is becoming the kind of person who can handle whatever life places in front of you. So starting today, guard your mind like your future depends on it, because it does. Feed it truth instead of excuses. Feed it purpose instead of distraction. Feed it discipline instead of comfort. Speak victory before you see victory. Walk with confidence before the evidence appears. Refuse to let temporary setbacks write the final chapter of your story. The moment you take control of your thoughts, You begin taking control of your life. Win the battle in your mind first, and the victories the world sees will simply become the evidence of a war you already decided to win. Motivation is exciting. It gives you energy. It makes you feel unstoppable. It makes you believe that today is the day everything changes. But here's the problem. Motivation is emotional, and emotions are temporary. Some mornings you'll wake up feeling ready to conquer the world. Other mornings you'll wake up tired, frustrated, discouraged, and questioning everything. If your success depends on how you feel, your success will never be consistent. That's why discipline will always outperform motivation. The people who change their lives are not the people who feel inspired every day. They are the people who make a decision and refuse to negotiate with themselves. They don't ask, do I feel like working today? They ask what needs to be done, then they get it done. That is the difference between dreaming about success and living it. Your future doesn't care about your mood. Your goals don't care if you're comfortable. Your purpose doesn't disappear because you're tired. Every day gives you a choice. You can obey your feelings or you can obey your commitment. One leads to temporary comfort. The other leads to lasting greatness. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting until you're more confident. Stop waiting until life becomes easier. The perfect time has never existed. Every successful person you admire had to move while they were uncertain. They had to work while they were exhausted. They had to believe while they couldn't yet see results. They understood something powerful. Action creates momentum, and momentum creates confidence. Look at your daily habits. They are telling the truth about your future, not your dreams, not your social media posts, not the promises you make every January. Your habits are writing your story one day at a time. Every morning you choose discipline over excuses. You're building a stronger version of yourself. Every time you keep your word when nobody is watching, you're creating a foundation that failure cannot easily shake. Discipline means showing up when the applause is gone. It means working when nobody is clapping for you. It means studying after everyone else has gone to sleep. It means practicing when there is no audience. It means choosing long-term success over short-term pleasure again and again until excellence becomes your normal. Most people quit because they expect instant results. They work hard for a week and wonder why life hasn't changed. They stay committed for a month and become frustrated because success hasn't arrived yet. But greatness doesn't reward impatience. It rewards persistence. The seed doesn't become a tree overnight. It grows beneath the surface long before anyone notices. Your effort is doing more than you can see. Keep watering your purpose even when the harvest is invisible. Excuses are always available. There will always be a reason to skip one workout, delay one project, ignore one opportunity, or waste one more day. But understand this. Every excuse feels small in the moment, yet over time they build a life you never wanted. One excuse becomes another. One missed opportunity becomes a habit. One lazy day becomes a lifestyle. Success is rarely destroyed by one massive mistake. It's usually destroyed by thousands of small compromises. Discipline protects you from becoming your own greatest obstacle. It reminds you that your standards matter more than your feelings. It tells you to get up when comfort says stay in bed. It tells you to keep learning when pride says you already know enough. It tells you to stay focused when distractions promise quick pleasure but deliver long-term regret. There will be people who are more talented than you. Some will have more money, more connections, better opportunities, and fewer obstacles. Don't waste your energy comparing your journey to theirs. Instead, become so disciplined that your consistency becomes your advantage. Talent may open doors, but discipline keeps them open. Talent may impress people for a moment, but discipline earns respect for a lifetime. Every challenge you overcome strengthens your ability to face the next one. Every difficult decision you make trains your mind to become stronger than your emotions. That's how resilience is built. Not through comfort, but through repetition. Not by avoiding hard things, but by facing them until they no longer intimidate you. Remember why you started. Remember the people who doubted you. Remember the family you're trying to help. Remember the future you're trying to create. Let your purpose become louder than your excuses. Let your vision become stronger than your fear. Every single day you have another opportunity to prove that you're serious about the life you say you want. One disciplined hour can change your day. One disciplined day can change your week. One disciplined week can change your month. One disciplined month can change your year. And enough disciplined years can completely transform your life. Greatness is not built through one extraordinary performance. It is built through ordinary actions, repeated with extraordinary consistency. So stop chasing motivation like it's the answer. Motivation will visit you, but it won't stay. Discipline stays. Discipline gets out of bed before sunrise. Discipline finishes what it starts. Discipline keeps moving when nobody's cheering. Discipline chooses growth over comfort, purpose over pleasure, and progress over perfection. When everyone else quits because they no longer feel inspired, you keep showing up. When everyone else complains about how hard life is, you keep working. When everyone else is looking for shortcuts, you master the fundamentals. That's where real winners are separated from everyone else. Not in the moments when life is easy, but in the moments when every excuse is available and they still choose the harder path. Make that choice often enough, and one day people will call you lucky. They'll never see the mornings you sacrificed, the nights you stayed committed, or the countless times discipline carried you long after motivation disappeared. Every person dreams about a bigger life, but very few are willing to pay the price that greatness demands. Everyone wants success, confidence, freedom, and victory, but almost nobody wants the discomfort that comes before them. That's the truth most people avoid. Growth is never lived inside your comfort zone. The moment you become comfortable, you stop stretching. The moment you stop stretching, you stop growing. And the moment you stop growing, you start settling for a life far below your potential. Think about every major breakthrough in your life. It didn't happen while everything was easy. It happened when life pushed you into a place where you had no choice but to become stronger. Pressure forced you to think differently. Pain forced you to mature. Failure forced you to improve. Disappointment forced you to discover strength you never knew existed. What felt like the end was actually the beginning of a better version of yourself. Comfort whispers lies. It tells you that tomorrow is a better day to start. It tells you that you've already done enough. It tells you to rest when you haven't even earned it yet. It convinces you that average is acceptable and that playing it safe is smart. But comfort has stolen more dreams than failure ever could. It doesn't attack you with fear. It quietly convinces you that staying the same is easier than becoming better. The greatest danger isn't failure. The greatest danger is becoming comfortable with a life that no longer challenges you. If every day feels exactly like the day before, you're not moving forward. If your goals no longer scare you, they're too small. If your routine never demands more from you, you've stopped growing. Progress begins the moment you become willing to be uncomfortable. Stop running from difficult moments. Those moments are training you for something bigger. Every obstacle is asking one question: will you grow or will you quit? Every setback is offering you a choice. You can become bitter or you can become better. You can complain about the weight or you can build the strength to carry it. Life doesn't reward the people who avoid challenges. It rewards the people who rise because of them. There will be seasons when you feel like you're carrying more than you can handle. You'll question your abilities. You'll wonder if all the hard work is worth it. You'll feel exhausted while everyone else seems to be moving ahead. In those moments, remember this: the strongest steel is forged in the hottest fire. Diamonds are created under pressure. The people who inspire the world are usually the people who refuse to let difficult seasons define them. Fear will always stand between who you are today and who you're capable of becoming. Fear will tell you not to apply for that opportunity. Fear will tell you not to start the business. Fear will tell you not to speak up, take the risk, or chase the dream. But fear is not a signal to stop. Fear is often proof that you're standing at the edge of growth. If your dreams don't make you nervous, they probably aren't big enough to transform your life. Don't expect growth to feel comfortable. It won't. Learning new skills feels awkward. Building discipline feels exhausting. Changing old habits feels frustrating. Breaking negative patterns feels painful. Becoming someone you've never been requires doing things you've never done. That's the price of transformation. The old version of you must be left behind so the stronger version can emerge. Too many people mistake comfort for happiness. They believe avoiding struggle will give them peace. But deep inside, they know they're capable of more. That feeling never disappears. You can ignore your purpose for years, but it will keep calling your name. You can hide behind excuses, but you'll always wonder what could have happened if you had been brave enough to take the first step. Every champion was once a beginner. Every expert was once uncomfortable. Every successful person once looked inexperienced, uncertain, and afraid. The difference wasn't talent alone. The difference was the decision to keep moving even when they looked foolish. They embraced being uncomfortable because they understood that temporary embarrassment is far less painful than lifelong regret. The people around you may not understand your journey. They may question why you're waking up earlier, working harder, studying longer, or saying no to distractions. That's okay. Your assignment isn't to make everyone comfortable with your ambition. Your assignment is to stay committed to the vision that was placed inside you. Don't shrink your dreams to fit other people's expectations. Expand your actions until they match your potential. Growth also requires letting go. Sometimes you have to leave behind old habits, toxic environments, negative influences, and limiting beliefs. You cannot become a new person while holding on to everything that kept the old version alive. Every new level requires a new mindset. Every bigger opportunity requires greater responsibility. Every meaningful victory demands sacrifice. The road to greatness will test your patience. There will be moments when you give everything and receive nothing in return. You'll feel invisible. You'll feel overlooked. You'll wonder if anyone notices your effort. Keep going anyway. The roots of a tree grow deep underground before anyone sees the branches reaching toward the sky. Your unseen work is preparing you for visible success. When life becomes uncomfortable, don't ask, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this preparing me for? That one question changes everything. Instead of seeing obstacles as punishment, you'll begin seeing them as preparation. Instead of fearing challenges, you'll begin welcoming the lessons they bring. Instead of running from pressure, you'll learn to perform under it. Your future isn't waiting on more comfort. It's waiting on more courage. It's waiting for the day you stop making excuses and start embracing the process. It's waiting for the moment you decide that temporary pain is a small price to pay for a lifetime of purpose. Every step outside your comfort zone expands your confidence, strengthens your character, and moves you closer to the life you've always imagined. So don't pray for an easier journey. Become stronger for the journey you're already on. Don't ask for lighter burdens. Build broader shoulders. Don't fear the climb because it's steep. The view has always belonged to those who were willing to keep climbing when everyone else turned back. The greatest version of yourself isn't waiting inside comfort. It's waiting on the other side of every fear you choose to face, every challenge you choose to embrace, and every excuse you choose to leave behind. That's where transformation begins. That's where ordinary people become extraordinary. That's where growth truly starts. Most people spend their lives searching for comfort, believing that an easy life is the same as a meaningful life. They avoid risks, run from challenges, and settle into routines that never demand more from them. Then one day they wake up wondering why nothing has changed. They have the same dreams, the same excuses, the same fears, and the same results. They wanted success, but they never wanted the discomfort that success requires. Here's the reality. Every level of greatness has an admission price, and that price is discomfort. The life you've been praying for is not hiding inside convenience. It's waiting beyond every excuse you've been making. It's waiting beyond every fear you've been feeding. It's waiting on the other side of every difficult decision you've been avoiding. The person you're capable of becoming cannot be created by doing what's easy. That person is built every single time you choose discipline over comfort, courage over fear, and purpose over pleasure. Comfort feels good in the moment, but it quietly steals your future. It tells you that one more hour of sleep won't matter. It tells you that tomorrow is a better day to start. It tells you that you've already worked hard enough. It convinces you that average is acceptable because everyone else around you is settling too. But comfort never tells you the full story. It never tells you about the opportunities you'll miss. It never tells you about the dreams that will slowly disappear. It never tells you about the regret that comes from knowing you had more inside you, but never gave it a chance to grow. Every breakthrough begins with a decision that makes you uncomfortable. The first speech feels uncomfortable. The first business feels uncomfortable. The first workout feels uncomfortable. The first rejection feels uncomfortable. The first failure feels uncomfortable. Everything worthwhile starts with uncertainty because growth demands that you become someone you've never been before. Look at your biggest victories. They didn't happen when everything was easy. They happened when life pushed you to your limits. They happened when people doubted you. They happened when you wanted to quit but kept going anyway. The greatest lessons in life are rarely learned during moments of comfort. They are learned in moments of pressure, struggle, sacrifice, and persistence. Stop asking why life is difficult. Ask what life is trying to teach you. Every obstacle has a lesson hidden inside it. Every setback contains wisdom that success alone could never provide. Every failure is developing skill that victory will eventually reveal. If you only focus on the pain, you'll miss the preparation. If you only focus on the struggle, you'll overlook the strength being built inside you. Fear will always show up when you're about to do something significant. Fear is part of the process. Fear will tell you that you're not ready. Fear will remind you of every mistake you've ever made. Fear will magnify every weakness and minimize every strength. But remember this, fear is a voice, not a verdict. You don't have to obey it. You can hear fear and still move forward. You can feel nervous and still take action. Courage isn't waiting until fear disappears. Courage is deciding that your purpose matters more than your fear. Too many people let temporary discomfort steal permanent opportunities. They avoid making the phone call because it feels awkward. They avoid learning a new skill because they don't want to look inexperienced. They avoid chasing their dream because they're afraid of being judged. They choose short-term comfort instead of long-term fulfillment. Years later, they realize the pain of regret is far heavier than the discomfort they were trying to avoid. Growth requires sacrifice. You cannot build extraordinary habits while protecting ordinary comfort. You cannot become exceptional while doing only what feels easy. There will be mornings when your bed feels more attractive than your goals. There will be evenings when entertainment looks more appealing than preparation. There will be weekends when distraction calls louder than discipline. Those moments define your future more than any motivational speech ever could. Pressure isn't your enemy. Pressure is your trainer. The strongest athletes train against resistance. The sharpest minds are developed through difficult problems. The greatest leaders are forged in challenging seasons. If everything in your life were easy, you would never discover how powerful you truly are. Strength is revealed when you're forced to carry weight you never thought you could handle. Some of the people around you won't understand your transformation. They'll question your discipline. They'll criticize your ambition. They'll call you obsessed because your commitment reminds them of their excuses. Don't let their comfort become your limitation. You weren't created to fit into environments that demand you stay small. You were created to grow, to lead, and to become an example of what's possible when someone refuses to quit. There will be days when progress feels invisible. You'll put in the work and see no immediate reward. You'll make sacrifices that nobody notices. You'll stay consistent while others seem to move ahead faster. Keep going. The roots of the tallest tree spend years growing beneath the surface before anyone ever admires its height. Your unseen work is laying the foundation for visible success. Stop measuring your progress by applause. Measure it by your consistency. Measure it by the promise you keep to yourself. Measure it by how many times you choose purpose over comfort. Every difficult choice is building a stronger identity. Every challenge you overcome expands your confidence. Every obstacle you conquer prepares you for a bigger assignment. The world doesn't need another person waiting for perfect conditions. It needs people who are willing to act despite imperfect circumstances. Stop waiting until you're fearless. Stop waiting until you're fully prepared. Stop waiting until every doubt disappears. Growth begins the moment you take the first step, not when you feel completely ready. One uncomfortable conversation can save a relationship. One uncomfortable decision can change your career. One uncomfortable year of relentless discipline can completely transform the next 20 years of your life. Never underestimate what can happen when you're willing to embrace temporary discomfort for permanent growth. Every champion